Assalamu alaikum. This is Shahrukh Mujumdar welcoming you to the English news from Btv-Chattogram. Let's begin with the top stories. Prime Minister Tariq Rahman urges youths to become entrepreneurs, braving challenges. Government to continue food-friendly program and repair damaged roads in 8 flood-affected districts, says Disaster Management and Relief Minister. Environment destroyed due to unplanned infrastructure construction during Awami League regime, comments Ruhul Kabir Rizvi. Constitution to be amended based on signed July Charter, says Information and Broadcasting Advisor. Four bodies recovered and one missing as trawler capsizes in Kutubia of Cox's Bazar. US carries out fresh airstrikes on Iran hours after Trump's announcement of reinstating blockade in Strait of Hormuz. Viewers, those were the top stories. Now moving on to the details. Prime Minister Tariq Rahman has urged youths to become entrepreneurs, braving challenges, saying the government is by their side. He made this call while inaugurating the National Startup and Entrepreneurship Program platform at a special event titled Youth, Startups and Bangladesh of Possibilities at Dhaka University in the capital today. The Information and Communication Technology Division, in collaboration with the University of Dhaka, organized the event at the Nawab Ali Chaudhry Senate building of the university with the slogan, "Let's build a country through startups, Bangladesh first." Successful startup entrepreneurs shared their experiences at the event. The Prime Minister showed immediate solutions to some of the problems of entrepreneurs. Later, Prime Minister Tariq Rahman participated in an open discussion with students on startups. At this time, he replied queries from students of various universities. Prime Minister Tariq Rahman said that the youth should come forward with new ideas. The Prime Minister commented that it is possible to reach the goal if everyone works together.
আমরা যদি স্টার্টআপ যারা আছেন ওনাদের সাথে এন্টারপ্রেনার যারা আছেন ওনাদের সাথে যদি কাজ না করি আমরা নতুন আইডিয়া পাবো না। এখন আমাদেরকে নতুন নতুন আইডিয়াতে যেতে হবে, যেই আইডিয়াগুলো তাড়াতাড়ি আমাদেরকে বেনিফিট দেবে। সো এরকম যদি কোনো কিছু এন্টারপ্রেনার যদি কোনো নতুন আইডিয়া নিয়ে আসে এবং আমরা যদি দেখি অ্যানালাইসিস করি যে ওই আইডিয়াগুলো উইল গিভ আস এ গুড বেনিফিট, ডেফিনেটলি আমরা ওগুলোকে ফান্ড করবো ইনশাল্লাহ। আমরা তো নতুনভাবে জিনিসটা শুরু করতে চাইছি। আমরা চাইছি যে আপনাদের মতন ইয়াং এন্টারপ্রেনার যারা আছে তারা তাদের আসুক আস্তে আস্তে। আমরাও আপনাদের কাছে রিচ করতে চাইছি। সময় একটু লাগবে আমাদের, কিন্তু আমরা যদি সকলে মিলে সিনসিয়ারলি কাজ করি নিশ্চয়ই আমরা আমাদের গোল অ্যাচিভ করতে পারবো, এটা আমি মনে করি।
At the event, Prime Minister Tariq Rahman handed over donation checks to representatives of 6 selected startups to turn the innovative ideas of the youth into reality and promised to stand by the entrepreneurs.
আপনাদেরকে এগিয়ে আসতে হবে। আপনারা আজকে যারা এন্টারপ্রেনার হবেন, যারা হতে চাইছেন, যারা হয়ে গিয়েছেন, কাজ শুরু করেছেন, এখানে বেশ কয়েকজনকে আমরা দেখেছি যারা বেশ কিছু দূর এগিয়ে গিয়েছেন এবং এগিয়ে গিয়ে যারা মানুষ, সমাজ, সামগ্রিকভাবে দেশের উপকার করছেন। আপনাদেরকে প্রয়োজন, আপনার জন্য আপনার প্রয়োজন না, আপনাকে প্রয়োজন লক্ষ কোটি মানুষের জন্য প্রয়োজন, আপনাকে প্রয়োজন এই দেশের জন্য প্রয়োজন। আমরা আছি আপনাদের সাথে, আপনাদেরকে হেল্প করার জন্য, আপনাদেরকে পথ দেখানোর জন্য, আপনাদের পাশে দাঁড়ানোর জন্য আমরা আছি। কতটুকু পারবো আমি জানি না, বাট আমরা আছি। যতটুকু পারবো সর্বোচ্চ শক্তি দিয়ে আপনাদের পাশে থাকার চেষ্টা করব আমরা ইনশাআল্লাহ।
Minister for Posts, Telecommunications and Information Technology, Fakir Mahabub Anam, and Prime Minister's Advisor on Posts, Telecommunications and Information Technology, Rehan Asif Asad, addressed the occasion as special guests. Vice-Chancellor of Dhaka University, Professor Dr. ABM Obaidul Islam, Acting Secretary of the Information and Communication Technology Department, Mohammad Mamunur Rashid Bhuiya, and Professor of Dhaka University, Dr. Mohammad Murshid Hassan Khan, among others, addressed the event. Later, Prime Minister Tariq Rahman visited the innovative startup stalls at the Senate building. Disaster Management and Relief Minister Asadul Habib Dulu said the government directed authorities to continue the food-friendly program in 8 flood-affected districts and take necessary steps to repair damaged roads and rehabilitate affected people. He revealed the information today while speaking at a press briefing on the emergency response to the recent floods caused by heavy rainfall and flash floods in different parts of the country at the Secretariat. Agriculture Minister Muhammad Aminur Rashid, Health and Family Welfare Minister Sardar Muhammad Shaukat Hussain, State Minister for Water Resources Farhad Hussain Azad, and State Minister for Disaster Management and Relief Muhammad Iqbal Hussain were present at the press briefing. In his speech, State Minister for Disaster Management and Relief Muhammad Iqbal Hussain said, the government has started emergency work to assess the damage, repair affected infrastructure and identify affected families for long-term rehabilitation. Health Minister Sardar Muhammad Shaukat Hussain said all leave for field-level health workers has been cancelled to ensure healthcare services in flood-hit areas. He said water purification tablets, oral saline, snakebite antivenom and other essential medicines have already been supplied. State Minister for Water Resources Farhad Hussain Azad said authorities have been instructed to repair damaged embankments within the next 48 hours, depending on the practical situation. The Agriculture Minister said local block-level officials have been instructed to support affected farmers by providing livestock feed, veterinary medicines, rice seedlings for cultivable land and other necessary assistance. Prime Minister's advisor and BNP Senior Joint Secretary General Mohammad Ruhul Kabir Rizvi distributed food items among flood-affected people in Anwara, Shatkania and Bashkhali Upojilas of Chattogram. He distributed these food items among 500 people living in slums at the Toilorddeep Sharkar Hut in Anwara Upojila today. Ruhul Kabir Rizvi said the government has made adequate relief arrangements for the flood-affected people. In addition, leaders and workers of BNP and its affiliates and associate organizations are helping the flood-affected people. Criticizing the previous Awami League government, he said that unplanned infrastructure has been built in the name of development in the country. The normal condition of the environment has been disturbed. Millions of taka has been laundered in the name of such so-called development. State Minister for Land and Chittagong Hill Tracts Affairs Barrister Mir Muhammad Helaluddin participated in the relief distribution program. The State Minister said, in addition to food assistance, necessary medicines and nutritional national food products are being provided to the people living in slums. He mentioned that the government's canal digging program will be particularly helpful in dealing with floods. Advisor Ruhul Kabir Rizvi and State Minister Barrister Mir Muhammad Helaluddin distributed relief in Bashirullah Miazi Bazar, in Bahar Chora of Bashkhali and Keuchia in Shatkania. They visited the flood-affected areas of Shatkania, Anwara and Bashkhali. Floods due to heavy rain and torrent from the upstream have caused extensive damage in various upojilas of Chattogram. The damages are now emerging after the floods, and the government is working to overcome these damages. 15,223 houses and 382 educational institutions have been damaged in various upojilas of Chattogram district. In addition, about 1,320 kilometers of roads and 160 bridges and culverts have been damaged. The District Relief and Rehabilitation Office said that a week of incessant rain has caused extensive damage in various upojilas, including Chattogram metropolitan area. Various initiatives have been taken by the government for the distribution of relief among the affected people and rehabilitation. The Meteorological Department reported that on July 7th, during a week of continuous rain, Chattogram received the highest rainfall of 412 millimeters in 42 years. Various areas of southern Chattogram, including Shatkhania, Bashkhali, Lohagoda and Chondonaish, have been flooded due to continuous rain since July 5th. The district administration sources said the most damage was caused in Bashkhali and Shatkhania upazilas. In addition, water rose on various roads and areas of the city as well as the upazila. The railway line was submerged, suspending the Chattogram-Cox's Bazar rail connection. The District Relief and Rehabilitation Office sources said about 50% of the 24 wards of Chattogram city were waterlogged. Meanwhile, State Minister for Power, Energy and Mineral Resources Onindo Islam Amit and State Minister for Land and Chittagong Hill Tracts Affairs Barrister Mir Mohammad Halaluddin visited various affected areas of the metropolitan city and the district. During the inspection, State Minister for Power, Energy and Mineral Resources Onindo Islam Amit said that the government would help those whose land has been submerged, fish ponds washed away or livestock have been damaged. Information and Broadcasting Advisor Dr. Jahidur Rahman has said the country's constitution will be amended based on the July Charter. He made the remarks while addressing the government's regular press briefing on development activities held at the conference room of the Department of Information at the Secretariat in the capital today. Chief Information Officer Syed Abdul Ahmed and Joint Secretary of the Ministry of Information and Broadcasting Riyasat Al-Wasif were present at the briefing. Dr. Jahidur Rahman said the government is fully prepared to deal with the ongoing flood situation. He added that Prime Minister Tariq Rahman has instructed the administration to carry out its responsibilities with the highest level of vigilance. Referring to the increasing incidence of snake bites during the floods, the advisor said 21,000 doses of antivenom have been supplied to health complexes in flood-affected districts and upazilas. In addition, 1,000 doses have been kept in the Central Reserve. He also said that medical teams are operating in every flood-affected upazila to provide emergency healthcare services. In addition to antivenom, adequate stocks of water purification tablets, ORS saline and other essential medicines have also been made available. The bodies of 4 fishermen have been recovered after a fishing trawler capsized in the deep sea near Qutubdia. 1 fisherman remains missing while search operations continue. 7 other fishermen on board were rescued alive. The incident occurred on early Monday while the trawler was fishing at sea. Investigation officer of Qutubdia police station, Farooq Ahmed, confirmed that 4 bodies had been recovered and 1 fisherman remained missing following the trawler capsize. Now international news. The United States have carried out fresh airstrikes on Iran early Tuesday, hours after President Donald Trump announced that Washington was reinstating a blockade on Iran in the Strait of Hormuz and suggested that other countries' ships could be charged for safe passage through the strategic waterway. According to the U.S. military's Central Command, the strikes targeted Iranian coastal defense systems, missile and drone sites, and maritime facilities around Abu Musa, Bandar Abbas, Bushehr, Chabahar, Jusk and Konarak. Iran confirmed that the areas had come under attack but did not immediately report casualties or damage. Iran responded by launching attacks on Bahrain and Jordan and targeting 2 United Arab Emirates-linked oil tankers passing through the Strait of Hormuz. The UAE's defense ministry said Iran fired 2 cruise missiles at the oil tankers Mombasa and Al-Bahia in the Strait of Hormuz. Both vessels caught fire, but the blazes were later brought under control. The UAE said 1 Indian sailor was killed, while 6 Indian and 2 Ukrainian crew members were injured. Abu Dhabi warned that it reserved the right to respond. Iran's Revolutionary Guard claimed responsibility for the attack, saying the ships had ignored repeated warnings and entered what it describes as a minefield. Bahrain also reported fresh Iranian missile attacks early Tuesday, while Jordan's military said it intercepted 4 Iranian missiles. The latest escalation comes as the US and Iran struggle for control of the Strait of Hormuz, a key global shipping route that has carried about 1/5 of the world's traded crude oil and natural gas during peacetime. The renewed fighting has also further weakened a temporary ceasefire between Washington and Tehran. Yemen's Houthis launched missiles at Aba Airport in southwestern Saudi Arabia in response to airstrikes on Sana's airport that they blamed on the kingdom. The Saudi-led coalition in Yemen said its air defenses dealt with the missiles and no casualties were reported. The strike was claimed by Yemen's government, which said it wanted to prevent an Iranian plane from landing. It was the most significant escalation in the largely dormant conflict between the Houthis and Saudi Arabia since an informal truce took effect 4 years ago. The Houthis claim the strike was direct retaliation, accusing Riyadh of bombing Sana'a International Airport, a facility under rebel control.